I will be taking a Southern point of view along with Dave. We will be providing arguments regarding the secession of the South. Countering our arguments are Kyle and Mateus playing the part of Northerners. We will be talking about different aspects of social, economic, political, and militant problems, as well as solutions. Our story starts in a saloon in Maryland.
My slave escaped the other day.
Now you can get him back with that illegal slave thing?
Fugitive Slave Act?
Yep, those words exactly.
I hear the Northerners don't exactly follow our rules, however.
But it's the law. Why they have to follow the law?
That's what I would say, but I've heard rumors of them folks and some personal liberty laws protecting our property and stealing from us.
That makes me nearly angry enough to leave this forsaken land.
Hey, you're on to something.
I gotta admit, it wasn't my idea.
What do you mean?
The other day at the saloon, I heard Jimmy and Tony talking about some revolution of sorts.
Let's do it.
You don't even know what it's about.
Yeah, but it sure seems fun. Alright, now keep the war talk quiet. It's those damn Northerners.
Great, the only seats are actually the rednecks.
Aw, shucks, why do they allow them in here?
You keep quiet now, we're just as welcome in here as your kind.
What do you mean by that?
You're filthy lawbreakers, that's what.
Now, gentlemen. Nothing will be accomplished by this mess. We don't need another Charles Sumner incident.
All the more reason to succeed.
Say what?
You folks plan to leave the nation? Ha!
Yes, we do. Your Northerners and your views on slavery make us sick.
Yeah, popular sovereignty is a joke. All states and territories should have slavery.
Who is the government to decide on that? The states should be able to decide individually.
Exactly, like Kansas and Nebraska. They're new territories created by the Kansas-Nebraska Act and should be allowed to decide for themselves.
Blank.
What do you guys figure your economy will be based on once you're gone?
Money, of course.
No, how are you planning to make money and run your new country?
Same as you, I'd say.
The North is run by industries and the workforce. You're run by agriculture and slaves. A country can't run on that.
Surely not.
Agriculture has been the foundation for every new land. I would expect an educated fellow like yourself to know that.
Times are changing, mister. The industrial businesses is here and bringing the whole world with it.
Well, if there aren't any other farmers, I'd say it would be pretty profitable.
I'm not sure you understand what we're saying.
Is that an insult?
No, we are trying to be reasonable and show you why you're wrong.
Exactly. And what about your military? How are you going to defend yourselves?
We have a pretty hefty army and I'm confident that could defend us.
Really? Because I was told that your numbers are small compared to ours and you don't even have a navy.
So what? We have way more morale than you, and we will fight for any cause.
Us Northerners don't need morale because we have the numbers and resources.
Yeah, you Southerners lack resources too.
How do you plan to thrive politically as a nation?
Southerners have the same view on politics.
I don't think so. Your own political party is divided into North and South.
So what? Every country has opposing parties.
Not the North. Take the election of 1860, for example.
What about it?
We had less voters, yet our candidate still won the election.
Well, that's because you cheated.
Is that what you think?
I see no other explanation.
Well, let me explain. All of our voters agreed on our candidate, Abraham Lincoln, whereas all of you voted for different people and couldn't come together and beat us in the election.
That's because we had a lot of good options.
No, it's because you don't know what you're doing politically.
Your arguments aren't valid because I simply don't agree.
Is that really your argument?
Sure it is. You have your opinions, we have ours.
That's great for you then. We'll have to see how it works out after a war that will be devastating for the South.
Thanks for your positive words.
That was sarcasm, you idiots.
That's it. Austin, let's just get out of here. We're better off without them.
Yeah, who needs the North?
We founded the nation. Have fun.
To conclude, there are social issues surrounding the Northerners' policy towards slavery. After the Fugitive Slave Act was passed, the personal liberty laws were put forth. This would allow Northerners to hold and hide escaped slaves so that they could not be captured by slave catchers. This infuriated the South. In the economic area, points were raised regarding the generation of currency. Since the Southern economy is currently based on slave trade, they were not able to industrialize and are still stuck in an agricultural era, which might be a problem in the new and ever-changing economy. In the political area, a Northerner argues that the South is politically divided and unstable. To back himself up, he talks about the election of 1860, which was won by Abraham Lincoln. The South had more influence over the vote, and despite that, could not band together to make sure the Northern opponent did not win. Finally, there is talk about the incoming war and how the South would protect themselves. While true, the Southerners' morale was remarkably high for the time, they did not have any form of navy, which was becoming an important part of any modern war.
Can't see where my lines are.
All the more reason to succeed.
So what?
You folks plan to lose it.
Dude,
Whoa, what's it say?
Northern views on slavery make us sick.
Yeah, popular sovereignty is a joke.
God damn it.
Oh, I don't know how to say that word.